Hello everyone and welcome to this complete course of Java for beginners. I am Sergio Lema, a software architect, and today I'm gonna show you what are the objects. What is the object-oriented programming? What are those mysterious objects? It's like quantum physics. Everybody knows it exists, but nobody really knows how to define it. The examples I will use today are done in Java, but the definition of an object is the same for all the languages which allow object-oriented programming. So, ready to learn Java? Let's go! Just remember to subscribe. So, what are the objects? I think that the word object is the less significant word it exists. It's like if we talk about stuff-oriented programming, it means nothing and everything at the same time. The image I use always when describing an object is the image of a car. More or less, all the cars have the same behavior. They have an engine which must be started, and then you can drive it to your destination with the steering wheel. Let's create a class which represents a car, because an object is a class. It doesn't work in the other way, but that's not a problem. Okay, let the class empty for now, but I will use it in another place. I will instantiate the created class. As with the primitive variables, I have to first specify the class type, or use the var keyword, then the name of the variable, and if I want, an initial value, ending with semicolon, as always. What's new now? The new keyword and the parentheses. So I'm storing in this variable a new car object. Okay, I have a variable which represents a car, but what can I do with it? As I said, I can start it, drive, and turn left or to right. Those are behaviors of the car. So let's define those behaviors, those methods. All those methods must be public to allow me to call them from the variable for the instance. Now I can call start engine, turn left, and turn right. I will only print what the car is doing. I will add more complexity later, be ready. But what's the difference between those methods and the main method? There is no static. What does the static mean? So if I have the static means that I can access it from the class or from the instance. This way I can access star engine only from the instance. I can call from the class with the uppercase and start engine. As you see, the red line describes an error. But if I add the static keyword, there is no more error. I have a warning here, but that's not a problem. Let's remove the static to remain in an object-oriented programming. So don't having the static keyword means that the methods can only be called from the instance variable. But be aware, to do that, I need an initial value here. It's not like primitives types which have a default value. The integer have the default value 0. Here I must specify the initial value. I can do it in the same line or later, but I need the value to be stored in the variable before calling the methods. Otherwise, you will end up with the null pointer exception. If I run it, you can see I'm starting the engine, turning left and turning right. But if I miss to instantiate, Eclipse already tells me that the variable must be instantiated. This way, car doesn't have a value. I can't call start engine because car means nothing. I need car to contain the new car instance, the new car object. Otherwise, as said, you will end up in a null pointer exception. This exception will be in your nightmares. I think this is the most common exception which occurs in a Java application. And it's so easy to correct it. Just instantiate the variables. Okay, and now you can say yes, but you could also have done all of this with static classes. There is no benefit for the object-oriented programming. I don't need to fill my head with this stuff. Right, but now you can have multiple cars, which go in different directions. As you see, I start the first car and turns left, then the second car and turns right. But it's hard to see which one goes to the left and to the right? So I need to name each car. I need to tell them which is their name. When instantiating a class, when instantiating the car, between those parentheses, I will put the name. Okay, there's an error, because I need a constructor. Well, I put the name. What to do with this name? Let's save it into a class variable. Let's see now the results. Starting the first car, turning the first car to the left. Starting the second car, turning the second car to the right. A constructor is the way an object starts. As you see, there is no return type because the return type is the object itself. Before adding it has the default constructor, an empty one. All the classes have a default constructor, which is empty, which does nothing. And the one I created now, I want to set the name of the car. I save into a class variable the value of the name, the value of the input. This variable is created inside the class. It belongs to all the class. From each method, I can call it because it owns to the class. All the class has access to it. But first, I have to set the value from the constructor, and then I can read it from all the methods. Now it's better, as I see which car goes to the left and to the right. This field, the name of the car, is the state of the object. Each object have their own state. Let's use another variable, another field, to really see how an object is impacted by its state. will add the gasoline of each car, the tank capacity. In the first, I will put 100 liters, and in the second, 200. What's the difference now? In the constructor, I used the this keyword. The this belongs to the object, to the car object. It belongs to this variable. In the other side, this gasoline refers to the input variable. The this is optional. As you see, there is no ambiguity in this line, so I can miss the this. I can skip the this. Let's now reduce the gasoline at each action. Let's run it to see the results. As you see, now you can see that the state of the object of each car changes depending on the actions you made with it. That's the object-oriented programming. I have the definition of one object, of one car, but it can have multiple behaviors. If I drive a lot more with the first car, the state, the gasoline, will be lower. I can make that the car doesn't accept more actions when it has no more gasoline. I can change the consumption rate in the constructor. I can have the speed field. I can have more and more. Just one car object and all the car manufacturers can be used there. Don't tell me that's not beautiful. I don't even conceive how non-object oriented programming can be made. I don't know how people can code in C. I don't know how people can live this way. So, did you understood what are the objects? Make sure you understand this concept. It's very important to know the basics of the object-oriented programming. Watch again the video if you want. Repeat the code I've written on your laptop to learn by repeating. And then you can find the exercises here. Start by package 1, then 2, 3, and 4. There are multiple objects, different objects that may need a method, a constructor, a fields, or some other behaviors. Read the description you will find inside to make the test greens. And when done, in the test folder, you can run them with JUnit test. Remember, red bad, green good. And if you want the quick path, if you want to cheat, you can find the solutions like this. Go to a terminal. First, reset, remove all the modifications you have done with reset hard. Then check out chapter 3 solutions. Come back to Eclipse. Refresh the project. You can run all the tests and see all green. And you can find the solutions all over those classes. Check how I make the test pass. Did you enjoy it? I hope, because this is one of the most important concepts of Java. As before, watch again the video to make sure you understand it. And if you enjoyed it, like the video and subscribe for new videos. Bye!